Hey there, fellow treasure hunters. Have you ever found a penny on the ground and thought, it's just a penny? Well, let me tell you, you might want to start picking those up because today, we're talking about a penny that could be worth a whopping $1.1 million. Yes, you heard me right, a single, tiny 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could make you rich now. Before you go dumping out your piggy banks and raiding your couch cushions, let's break down exactly what makes this penny so valuable. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just have a new appreciation for those little copper coins rattling in your pocket. And hey, if you love discovering hidden treasures, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I've got more money-making coin secrets coming your way. Well, first, let's talk about what no-mint mark actually means. Most pennies have a tiny letter below the year indicating where they were made. A D means Denver, and S means San Francisco, and if there's no letter at all, congratulations. You've got a penny from the Philadelphia Mint now. Normally, Philly pennies aren't anything special. But this particular 1976 penny is different. What makes it so valuable? Drum roll, please, it's an error coin. And coin collectors go absolutely bananas for rare errors. This penny is rumored to have been struck on a silver planchet by mistake. That means instead of being the regular copper-plated zinc or bronze, it was accidentally made with a silver planchet meant for another coin. That little mistake? Yeah, that's worth $1.1 million. Imagine being the worker who accidentally made that coin. Someone out there is still facepalming over it. Well, grab a magnet. A real 1976 Lincoln penny should not stick to a magnet. If it does, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's just an ordinary penny. A normal 1976 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. But the special silver version weighs a little less. If yours is lighter, you might be onto something big. Like anything valuable, the better shape it's in, the more it's worth. If it's scratched up, it's not hitting that $1 million mark. But if it's in pristine, mint condition glory, that's when the value shoots up. My uncle once had an old coin collection sitting in his attic for decades. One day, he decided to check it out, just for fun. Turns out, he had a rare penny worth a couple $1,000. Not bad for a coin he thought was just a souvenir from his childhood. You never know when you might be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. That's the inside scoop on the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth over $1 million. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and start searching through your jars, drawers, and old coin collections. Who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining, be sure to smash that like button. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because I've got plenty more coin tips and money-making strategies coming your way. Also, let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? I'd love to hear your stories. Alright, folks, listen up. If you've ever tossed a penny aside thinking, meh, it's just a penny, you might want to rethink that real quick. Because today, we're talking about a 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth $1.3 million. That's right, one single penny, something you might have sitting in your couch cushions or jingling around in your car, could make you a millionaire now. Before you start tearing your house apart looking for pennies, let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable, how you can spot one, and what to do if you find it. Oh, and stick around till the end, because I'm sharing a crazy personal story about a time I almost threw away a valuable coin and it still haunts me to this day. Alright, first things first, what even is a no-mint mark penny? Most pennies have a tiny letter under the year that tells you where they were made. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, P for Philadelphia. But a no-mint mark penny? That's like a ninja, it's missing that little letter, and that's what makes it unique. But wait, you might be thinking, aren't all Philadelphia pennies missing a mint mark? And you'd be right. But this particular 2003 no-mint mark penny is an error coin, and that's why it's valuable. Some of these pennies were struck with errors that collectors are absolutely going bonkers over, and that's what shot their value through the roof, the error. This coin has a double die obverse, meaning the design was accidentally stamped twice. This results in some letters or Lincoln's face appearing slightly duplicated. If you've got a penny with a fuzzy, doubled look, hold on to it for dear life because it might be worth a fortune. Another thing to look out for is off-center striking, which means the design wasn't printed perfectly in the middle. Coins like this are rare, and collectors love rare things, kind of like how my grandma collects porcelain cats for some reason. Don't ask. Look below the date, no little D or S means you're in the game. Letters or Lincoln's profile look a bit doubled? Jackpot, if the design isn't perfectly centered, that's a clue. If your penny looks like it's been through a blender, it's probably not worth much. But if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value skyrockets. I repeat, do not clean your coin. It might be tempting, but collectors want original condition, dirt and all. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm if you've got the real deal, auction it off. Once you have it graded, you can sell it at major auctions like heritage auctions or eBay. And trust me, collectors will line up for a shot at a $1.3 million penny. Now, let me tell you a story about the time I almost threw away a rare coin and why I still lose sleep over it. A few years ago, I found an old, beat-up penny in my junk drawer. It looked weird, so I Googled it but didn't find anything special. So what did I do? I used it to buy a pack of gum. I was watching a coin collecting video and saw the exact same penny I had, being sold for over $10,000. I went back to the store, begged the cashier to check the register, and even tried to buy back all the pennies they had. Spoiler alert, I never found it again. Alright, folks, that's the story of the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth a whopping $1.3 million. If you learned anything new today, hit that like button and subscribe, because I drop crazy coin collecting tips all the time, and hey, next time you get a penny in your change, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a second, check it out, you might be holding $1 million payday and not even know it. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Have you ever picked up a penny, looked at it, and thought, man, I wish this was worth more than a cent? Well, what if I told you that a 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1.4 million? Yep, that's right, a single penny could be the jackpot hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into what makes this penny so valuable, how you can spot one, and of course, the best strategies to turn your coin collection into a fortune. So stick around, because this is one video you don't want to miss. The 2015 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the kicker, while most of these pennies are just your everyday, run-of-the-mill change, some have errors and special characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. And when I say valuable, I mean life-changing money valuable. Some 2015 pennies have rare errors, like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even the famous floating roof error on the Lincoln Memorial design. These errors can send the value skyrocketing. If you've got a penny that looks like it just came out of the bank, crisp and shiny with zero scratches, you might be holding on to a gem. Collectors pay big bucks for pennies in high-grade conditions, especially those that are graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies. Some of these pennies were struck on the wrong planchet or have misalignments that make them stand out. If you spot something unusual about your penny, don't just toss it aside, get it checked out. A few years back, I was going through my pocket change at a coffee shop, just absent-mindedly fiddling with coins while waiting for my order. I looked down and noticed a penny that just seemed different. The color was off, the strike wasn't quite right. I thought, probably nothing, but something told me to hold on to it. Fast forward a few weeks, and I took it to a coin dealer. Turns out, it was an error penny worth over $500. Now, I know that's not $1.4 million, but hey, finding free money in your change? I'll take it. Always check your pennies before spending them. You never know what might be hiding in your pocket. Consider investing in a magnifying glass and a coin grading book. The tiniest details can make a huge difference in value. Join online coin forums or Facebook groups where collectors share their latest finds. It's a great way to learn and possibly even trade with others. The lesson here, never underestimate your pocket change. You might just have a hidden treasure sitting right under your nose. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'll be dropping more videos on rare coins, money-making strategies, and hidden treasures you didn't even know you had. And hey, if you've ever found a rare coin in your change, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Hey, coin hunters! Have you ever found a penny and thought, it's just a penny, only to realize later that it could be worth millions? Well, get ready to check your piggy banks, junk drawers, and couch cushions because today, we're talking about the 1968 Lincoln Penny, a tiny copper coin that could make you a millionaire. This 1-cent coin, minted in San Francisco, has sold for an astonishing $1.5 million at auction. But why? What makes this penny so valuable? And most importantly, could you be sitting on one without even knowing it? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down in the most entertaining way possible. Now, let's talk about why this penny is worth more than most people's cars. The 1968 mint mark means this penny was struck in San Francisco. Over 258 million of these were made, so it seems pretty common, right? But here's where things get interesting. Certain rare errors and varieties make some of these pennies extremely valuable. And when collectors get excited about an error coin, they're willing to throw down big bucks to get their hands on one. This is the big moneymaker. If the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile looks slightly doubled, you could be holding a six-figure penny. If Lincoln's face looks like it's sliding off the coin, that's not just a minting mistake, it's a payday. Copper coins naturally darken over time, but if your 1968 penny has that fresh, bright red shine, collectors will fight for it. A full red MS-67 graded coin can fetch thousands of this as ultra-rare, but some 1968 pennies were mistakenly struck without a mint mark. If you have one of these, start planning your dream vacation. A few years ago, I was at a flea market digging through an old coin collection. I found a 1968 penny that looked promising. It was shiny, it had strong details, and it was only 50 cents. But me, being too lazy to research on the spot, walked away. 2 weeks later, I saw a similar penny sell for $30,000 online. Yeah. That's when I officially lost my mind. I went back to that flea market like a detective looking for clues, but, of course, it was long gone. Lesson learned: never underestimate a penny. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to look for doubling, errors, or off-center strikes. If it's bright red and shiny, jackpot potential, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its value. Cleaning a rare coin can destroy its value. Let the experts handle it. If your coin is worth serious money, auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers are the best places to sell. A 1-cent coin that could change your life. Now, I have a challenge for you. Go through your coin jar, check under your car seats, and search that old piggy bank from childhood. You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins, subscribe to the channel. We talk about coins that are worth serious cash and the best strategies for collecting. Hit that like button, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and share this with your friends. They might thank you when they find their own million-dollar penny. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we turn your pocket change into treasure. If you've ever thought, man, I wish my pennies were worth millions, then you're in the right place. Because today, we're talking about a 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Yeah, you heard that right. $1.6 million. For a penny. Wait, I've got a ton of those lying around. Well, don't go quitting your job just yet. Not every 2013 penny is worth that much, but there's a special one out there, and today, we're going to break down exactly what makes it so valuable, how you can spot one, and how you might just hit the jackpot with a penny in your own pocket. And stick around because at the end, I'll be sharing a hilarious story about how I almost spent a valuable coin on a bag of chips. You do not want to miss this. The 2013 Lincoln penny is a common coin, millions were made. But the one we're talking about today? It's not just any ordinary penny. This little copper-plated beauty has some rare characteristics that make collectors go absolutely wild. First, it's a mint error. And in the world of coin collecting, mint errors can mean big money. In this case, the error involves a rare double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's face looks ever so slightly doubled. If you've got sharp eyes, you might just spot this mistake. Second, it's in near-perfect condition. You can't just grab any 2013 penny from under your couch and expect to cash in. The million-dollar versions have been graded MS-69 or higher. That's like a penny being in superhero condition, no scratches, no dings, just absolute perfection. And finally, demand is through the roof. Coin collectors love rare and unique errors, especially ones on modern coins. That's why this particular penny has skyrocketed in value, alright? so you're probably rushing to grab your change jar by now. Here's how to check if you've struck gold, well, copper. This means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. A magnifying glass or a coin microscope will help you see if there's a double image on Lincoln's face or lettering. Get it professionally graded. If you think you've got a winner, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you if it's the real deal, alright? So here's a true story about how I almost made a $1.6 million mistake. A while back, I was at a gas station, craving some snacks. I grabbed a soda, a bag of chips, and went to pay. I didn't think much about it, just handed over a few coins from my pocket. Later that night, I was scrolling through coin forums, doing my usual nerdy thing, and I saw a post about the rare 2013 no-mint mark penny. I suddenly remembered that one of the pennies I handed over looked different. I rushed back to the gas station the next morning, asking the cashier if they still had my change. They looked at me like I was crazy. Of course, the penny was long gone, maybe. And that, my friends, is why you should always check your coins before spending them. Always check your pennies. That little coin in your pocket could be the key to your dream car, your dream house, or even early retirement. And if you found this video helpful, or if you just got a good laugh at my expensive snack mistake, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more crazy valuable coin discoveries. I've got tons of tips on coins worth money, collecting strategies, and more. And hey, if you find a rare penny after watching this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Hey, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Imagine this: you're at the grocery store, you get some change back, and you casually toss it in your pocket. But what if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? Yep, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that could turn your spare change into life-changing money. And now, before you go dumping your piggy bank on the floor, let's break this down. Why is this penny so valuable? What makes it rare? And most importantly, how can you find one? Stick around because you might just be sitting on a fortune. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more crazy coin finds that could make you rich. Alright, let's start with the basics. Most pennies have a little letter under the date, a mint mark, showing where they were made. But in 1977, some pennies were struck without a mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint, making them a collector's dream. While most 1977 pennies are only worth face value, a rare few have special features that make them worth a fortune. So, why is this particular penny worth more than a mansion? It all comes down to errors and rarity. The most valuable versions of this coin have deep, crisp strikes, rare die errors, and high grades. One of the biggest factors is doubling, meaning some letters or numbers appear slightly duplicated, creating a rare and collectible variety. Another thing to look for? Full red coloration. The more original copper luster it has, the higher its value. If you're out there hunting for this rare penny, you need to look closely. Here's what to check for: sharp details on Lincoln's hair and coat, possible doubling on the letters Liberty or In God We Trust. You might have hit the jackpot. And don't just assume your old pennies are worthless. Even a worn version of this penny could fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. Let me tell you about the time I almost cried over a penny. A few years ago, I was sorting through some old change, and bam! I found a 1977 no-mint mark penny that looked promising. My heart was pounding faster than a vending machine stealing your dollar. I rushed to check all the details: the color, the sharpness, the errors, and then I noticed something. It had a small dent. A tiny dent. But guess what? That dent took the value from potentially thousands to just a couple of bucks. Lesson learned? Even the tiniest flaw can impact the value, so handle your coins carefully before you run to eBay and list it for $1 million. Get it graded. Professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC can certify its authenticity and determine its condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. So, there you have it. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be sitting in your coin jar, waiting to change your life. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always check your change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more crazy coin finds, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. And hey, if you've ever found a valuable coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Alright, imagine this: you're digging through your old coin jar, looking for some spare change to grab a coffee, when, bam, you spot a 1960 Lincoln penny. You think, just another penny. But what if I told you that little copper coin in your hand could be worth a whopping $1.8 million? Yep, you heard that right, $1.8 million. And now, before you go flipping your couch cushions looking for more pennies, stick around, because today we're diving deep into the world of the 1960 Lincoln penny. We'll cover what makes this coin so valuable, how to spot one, and of course, how you can cash in if you've got the golden ticket, well, copper ticket, in this case. Why is the 1960 penny worth so much? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. Back in 1960, the Denver Mint was cranking out pennies like there was no tomorrow. But here's the kicker, there was a bit of a mix-up. Some pennies were struck with a small date, some with a large date, and then there were those rare gems that had both a double die variety that collectors go absolutely nuts for. This little mishap turned an everyday coin into a jackpot for lucky finders. A buddy of mine, we'll call him Dave, was a total skeptic when it came to coin collecting. He thought it was just something old folks did in their basements. One day, I convinced him to check his old coin collection, and what do you know? The guy had a 1960 penny with a double die obverse sitting in a dusty jar for years. We took it to a coin dealer, and after some careful grading, the offer on the table was 6 figures. 6 figures. And guess what? He turned it down, held onto it, and now that very same penny could fetch close to $1.8 million at auction. Moral of the story, check your change, people. There are 2 variations, small date and large date. If you find one with a doubling effect, especially on the numbers, you might be onto something huge. The D below the year is key, but look closely, some of the rarest varieties have a repunched mint mark, which means it was stamped twice by accident. A circulated penny with wear might still be valuable, but if you find one in mint condition, meaning it looks fresh off the press, you're looking at some serious cash. You don't just want to toss it on eBay for $10 and call it a day. Nope, first, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, 2 of the top grading services in the coin world. A high-grade coin with the right error can bring in life-changing money. We're talking enough to buy a new car, pay off debt, or, if you're feeling really fancy, build a house out of pennies just to flex. My fellow treasure hunters, that's the scoop on the 1960 Lincoln penny. Who knew something worth 1 cent could turn into nearly $2 million? So before you toss your change into the tip jar, take a second look, you might just be holding on to your future fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, money-making strategies, and rare coin finds. Who knows? The next video might help you discover another hidden gem in your pocket change. Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Have you ever checked your pocket change and thought, what if one of these pennies is worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into a coin that could make you rethink every penny you've ever tossed in a jar, the 2009 Lincoln Memorial Penny, specifically the presidency design. And guess what? One of these bad boys recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. That's right, a single penny. So before you spend that copper-coated cent on a piece of gum, stick around because we're breaking down everything you need to know about this valuable coin, from its mint marks to what makes it so special and how you might have one hiding in your collection. Alright, so let's get into the good stuff. The 2009 Lincoln Penny isn't just any penny, it's part of a special series released to honor Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. The U.S. Mint went all out with 4 unique reverse designs representing different stages of Lincoln's life. But today, we're zooming in on the 4th and final one, the presidency penny. On the obverse, the front side, you've got good old honest Abe, looking just as wise and serious as ever. But flip it over, and you'll see an elegant depiction of the U.S. Capitol dome under construction. Why under construction? Because Lincoln's presidency was all about building and uniting a divided nation, a pretty cool historical nod, right? There are some error coins and rare varieties in this series that have made collectors go absolutely nuts. Some of the highest selling versions include, this means some elements of the design, like Lincoln's face or the lettering, appear slightly doubled due to a minting mistake. And you know what that means? More money. If your penny looks like it was stamped a little wonky, you might have a rare misprint worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The most valuable ones have certain key mint marks or even missing ones that make them highly sought after. Because that's why you're here, right? The average 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny in circulated condition might only get you a few cents over face value. But if you've got a pristine, high-grade example, especially one with an error, you're looking at a jackpot. Some uncirculated versions in top-tier condition have been auctioned off for thousands of dollars, and in 2023, a rare specimen went for a staggering $1.8 million. Imagine turning a penny into a luxury vacation, a house down payment, or, I don't know, a lifetime supply of pizza. Now, before you start flipping over every penny in your couch cushions, here's how you can maximize your chances of finding one. It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many people overlook their own pockets. Banks give out rolls of coins, and you never know what treasures might be hiding in them. Old coin collections sometimes get sold off without much thought, perfect for a savvy collector like you. If you think you found a valuable one, get it graded by a professional. PCGS and NGC are two of the top-tier coin grading services that can certify your penny's value. A well-graded, error-filled 2009 Lincoln penny could turn out to be your lucky ticket. Alright, coin hunters, that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny. Who knew a simple 1-cent piece could hold such incredible value? So next time you get a penny back in change, don't just toss it aside, inspect it. You might be sitting on a hidden fortune. If you loved this video and want to learn more about hidden treasures lurking in your spare change, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth serious money coming your way. Also, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection?